ICO Bank, your crypto news informant channel.
And thank you very much for checking out this video, and I do hope it's going to be useful indeed. So first of all, we get some basic information about Shping, who they are and what they're trying to do. So essentially the platform allows people to earn rewards while they shop. So users, what can do, they can scan barcodes, upload pictures, write reviews, and do other tasks to earn coins, basically like mini bounties. Whenever you do something that benefits the platform, you will get the coins for it. The users will be able to get information about the products that they scan, and it's going to show pretty much anything that you will want to know about this product. So it's going to show where it was made, whether it's certified, and all of the other information, basically to check whether the product is authentic. Users can also access reviews and photos from other customers when they scan a product. So this way they can find out what other people think about that product. So essentially it's a combination of a variety of things. It's a pretty big project in scope, combination of cashback review system, product tracking, and system that allows to basically check if the product is legitimate. It's a pretty ambitious project, and it does connect several things in one. Now, in terms of everything surrounding this project, presentation and the documentation, the website has a very simple and very clean look. It's also divided into specific section at the top of the screen. Very useful. The white paper is 59 pages, so pretty long white paper, but it still manages to be very nicely presented, and it does contain all of the information that you would really need. One pager is also available if you are lazy and if you don't want to read the white paper. There is a development roadmap with milestones, so very useful this. There is official blog, but the FAQ is missing. However, they are pretty active on Telegram, so if you have any specific questions, you can check out their Telegram. And also all of the other social media is there, and so is their LinkedIn. So overall, as you can see by the score, it's a very high quality project. You can tell there was quite a lot of time and money going into it. Few small things are missing from the perfect score. In terms of the existing product, the actual platform was founded in 2012. Now, it was called something else before, which I'm going to talk about more in a bit, but it has been generating revenue since then. Now, the current solution that they have operational is used to track and trace products all the way through the supply chain. That means that the main use cases of the current platform are basically product recall management, counterfeit protection, and gray import protection, essentially both benefiting shoppers and supplies. Currently they have 50,000 users download of the app. The blockchain application is set to happen in second quarter 2018, with the online payment integration in third quarter, so not that far away if you think about it. So overall, it is an existing company with existing platform and client base, and I do have an existing app that's very basic, to be honest, but the actual implementation of the expanded and improved blockchain-based platform is not that far away if you look at the roadmap. In terms of the tokens usage, so basically the Shping coins will be used by brands, certification authorities, and retailers to incentivize the users. So basically people will get paid in those coins, when the users are able to do those small tasks like write a review, anything really that does benefit the platforms. So when they do that, they can participate in other pre and post purchase activities through the app. So basically you can check stuff before you buy it and then write reviews after you buy it. All of that will be, you're gonna get coins when you do it. So essentially, really, if you think about it, it's just a cryptocurrency in a simple app that's basically aiming to be usable by people, even if they do not know it's a cryptocurrency. It's just gonna, a lot of people use, for example, I don't know if they're global, but like a Nectar card points, where you basically earn points when you buy stuff and stuff like that. So essentially this is going to be like a point in a platform. Not necessarily people will not know that it's a cryptocurrency, but they will use it as a point in there. Now, in terms of the competition in the future, this is a very big project in terms of scalability. So it will also compete with a variety of solutions. So for customer rewards, that project like Flash, which I did cover in my ICO review, I think like a week ago, and Pluscoin as well. That's the other one that's quite big. As for shipping, tracking, and logistics, obviously we have projects like VeChain, Walton, Ambrosis, and Modem. And I think Wabi is the closest because it does deal with project authentication and it's also used to find fake products, so something that Shping is also trying to do. In terms of the roadmap, first quarter of 2018, this is when the retail module will be implemented, with the blockchain usage in second quarter, and then a variety of different applications in third quarter. So it's going to include online payment integration, in-store navigation, and a quick checkout. And then at the end of the year, payment cards and coin marketplace. Now, payment cards is definitely a big one, because I assume that will allow you to use the coins to basically buy stuff, which would be great. So overall, pretty good score for that section, because as you can see, usage-wise, it will be basically a coin that supports the entire ecosystem. So if you think about it, it's not that spectacular. However, if you think about it, if they implement it quite smartly, basically to be used as a point in the platform, and the platform gets big, there will be a lot of demand for the tokens. And also the roadmap for 2018 is quite promising. Now, if we look at the team, originally based, it's based in Australia, and was founded in 2011 as Authenticate. I might have butchered that name, but I think that's how you pronounce it. But they did rebrand to Shping. They do have around 15 team members and 5 advisors. The management founded, directed some of the significant companies. Now, those names probably do not mean much, but if you Google them, they're quite significant in Australia, and they do appear to be quite reasonable companies that kind of fit into a specific niche. Advisors, they're also pretty good, and that includes CEO of chronobank.io, which is another like a ICO project that's cryptocurrency now, and Everledger, along a few others. They also have several industry partners in Australia. In terms of community, as always, I'm going to put links in the description below so you can check out this project by yourself. The social media, they do have plenty of followers, but this is mostly due to existing services and not ICO. In terms of the hype, there is still some room to grow. There really aren't that many reviews if you look for them currently. So, however, I think the team does appear to be quite solid, and they have been together for quite a long time, and they already managed to produce a working product. There could be potentially more advisors, but partnerships are really balancing out quite well. So overall, they get a good score for that section as well. So as you can see so far, based on all of the categories, it's a very, very solid project. But the tokens economics are the problem. Okay, so let's talk about those. The pre-sale is starting on 22nd, so I think it's already, what's the date today? So I think it's already running, and it's finishing on 31st of January. The main sale next month from 22nd, and that's finishing on 23rd of March. So very long ICO. You can pay in a lot of different currencies. As with most of the ICOs nowadays, USA, China, and New Zealand is quite unique, but USA and China are excluded. So they're looking, first of all, let's look at the token distribution. 10 billion of Shping coins for sale. 50% will be sold in this ICO, so 5 billion in total sold in the ICO. Now 42% will be used as an incentive reserve for adoption. So if you remember, I mentioned that people can do tasks to get the coins. This is where basically the coins will come from. 5% will go to advisors, 2% team and bounty. I don't know why bounty is separate there, but that's pretty much it. The basic rate is 0.01 per token, so basically 1 cent. Tokens will not be locked, so all of the team tokens will be available straight away. The pre-sale bonus is 40%, and you do have to buy 30,000 tokens, so it's quite a lot. It depends on the percentage bonus. I'm not going to calculate, but you do have to buy quite many tokens to participate in the pre-sale. Hard cap in the pre-sale is $3 million US. The main sale, the bonuses will start from 20% and then obviously decrease. Any tokens that are not sold during the main sale will be added to those 42%. So this is a big problem if you think about it long term, because that's going to mean there will be less demand due to increased supply. Now they're looking to raise 3 million, so this is the minimum amount they are trying to get to make sure the project is actually happening. The hard cap is 50 million, so again, quite a lot of money, and possibly one of the biggest problems with this ICO. The predicted market cap, it's hard to say, because even though that 40% of the tokens is locked, it will not be released straight away. So even though it's theoretically not locked, most of it probably will not be used straight away. The total market cap with the unused tokens is around 100 million, so that's around 180th place, which is me to the verdict for this section. The market cap isn't actually that bad if you think about it. 100 million is actually comparable to the competition like Ambrosis, Wabi, and all of those. So it's not that bad. So it might actually work out in terms of if you're trying to buy it short term. But if you look at all of the other stuff surrounding the token economics, it's not that great. The hard cap is too high, tokens are not locked, bonus is high, and unsold tokens are not burned, which is why they get pretty good bad score for that section. However, let's go to the conclusions, shall we? So it's an existing project done by an existing company, and everything is done to a really high level. The overall scope and potential of the project is very significant, with the project really tackling and doing several things at once. The hard cap is really high, and the token's economics not favorable, and this is something that needs to be considered when investing. So the good, the bad, and the risks. The quality of this ICO is super high, so those are the good things about it. It's an existing company that has been around for a while. The company has already offering a product, and they're basically using blockchain to improve and expand. This is basically the favorite scenario for ICO. If it is an existing company that's already doing something, and they just want to improve it by implementing ICO and the blockchain usage, this is perfect. The scope of the project is very significant, with many potential applications as well. Good roadmap for 2018 with quite a lot of developments planned out. Disadvantages: very high hard cap with unsold tokens not being destroyed. The team and initiative tokens are not locked. High bonuses in pre-sale. In my opinion, the biggest risks is basically the fact that there might be potential token dump caused by the ICO conditions, which brings the verdict. 7.5 out of 10 high factor medium, so short-term investment score 6.5 out of 10. In terms of short-term investment, there are some risks connected to the hard cap being too high and the bonuses being too high as well, but the actual initial market cap is not too bad when you compare it to the actual competition. So I do feel it might go both ways because of that. Long-term investment score 8.6 out of 10. Long-term potential, Shping is really promising. It does seem to have plenty of potential use cases and plenty of potential usage. The roadmap for 2018 is very promising, with the full online payment integration planned in third quarter and the basic retail module in first quarter. So I think long term it's a very promising project if you look at the potential application. Short term, it seems to be quite okay. I think that's the best way to explain it. If they had a hard cap of, let's say, 10 million or 15 million, and they would destroy any unsold tokens, that would easily be like a 9 out of 10. I'm being completely honest here. But because of the potential dump due to not the token's economics not being very good, there is a potential risk that, you know, it might not increase in value by too much when it's being listed on exchanges. Ultimately, it's entirely up to you. I very much like this project. It's just that little token economics things that might not be, you know, that great. However, long term, I would definitely want to hold at least few tokens. So overall, pretty good project. Look into it. If you like it, feel free to buy it. And if you have any specific questions about it, feel free to let me know, and I might try to assist you in comments. And as always, I do appreciate you checking out my video, and thank you.